Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, you guys. Welcome back. Today I'm just going to walk you through a 15-minute stretch that you can do at the beginning of your workout, or as you can see, I'm sweaty, after your workout. This will be a great one for releasing the hips, the low back, and the hamstrings. So we are just going to start on our mats in a nice downward dog position. You might also notice I have a band at the top of my mat. That is just to help me get into my hamstrings. If you do not have a band, this is just a loop band. You could use anything. You could use a long towel rolled up. You might be able to reach your hamstring, calf, or toe more easily. I just love something that helps me pull my leg closer to my body to get deeper into some of these stretches. So right now, just in this down dog, pull your shoulders down your back. Your heels may be touching the mat. They may be several inches off the mat. That is totally fine. We're just going to take a few minutes to release our breath, release our body, and start to open up through the shoulders, the chest, and the backs of our legs. Think about pressing through your hands, and as you press through your hands, you're pushing your chest closer to your thighs. A few more deep breaths here. Feeling those hamstrings open, feeling your calves really start to stretch. Wiggle your toes, start to feel into your feet. And then toe heel your feet together. I want you to lift that right leg nice and high. Everyone's height's going to be different. Roll that ankle a few times both ways. Bend that knee, just open up through that hip. That should feel so good on the right leg, so good on the back side and inner thigh of that left leg. And then step that foot down. Other leg, left side lifts up. Roll that ankle both directions just a couple times. Bend the knee, roll it open, look under that left armpit. Oh, does that feel so nice? And then step the left foot down. Toe heel your feet a little wider than mat width. Walk your hands back between your feet. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. 2 more times. Inhale, rise up halfway. Hands could always be on your shins or quads for this. Exhale, fold forward. One last time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Gentle bend in the knees. You might have a huge bend in your knees. Opposite hand, opposite elbow. Let the weight of your body pull you closer to the mat. Pull you closer to your thighs and start to feel those hamstrings really start to open up. Remember, with these stretches, there is no right or wrong way as long as you feel something. You don't want that something to be extremely painful and uncomfortable, but slight discomfort is not bad. If you are tight, you are going to feel slight discomfort during certain stretches. Breathe into it. None of these are going to last too long, and if they last longer than normal, I will give you a warning. Give me one more deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out the mouth. And then plant your hands, toe heel your feet in, hip width apart. Again, 3 more times. You're going to inhale, halfway lift. You're going to feel more of a hamstring stretch here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. One last time. You're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Take your 2 peace sign fingers to your 2 big toes. Lift up a little, lengthen through that spine, and then bend your elbows. Pull your chest closer to your thighs. Again, really opening up through those hamstrings, the back side of those legs. You might feel a slight twitching in the backside of your legs. That's okay. We just don't want that extreme pain. But some tightness, some discomfort, nothing wrong with that. We're going to start loosening it up. Give me one more deep breath in. Exhale, let it go as you release your hands. Toe heel your feet in, big toes touch. As you slowly rise up 1 vertebrae at a time, inhale those arms overhead. And then release them. You're going to come to the center of your mat, coming down to all fours. Toes could be curled under, toes could be flat. I like to curl mine under to get a stretch through my feet. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, I want you to look up, drop your belly. Exhale, tuck and round, chin to chest. A couple cat-cows to open up through that back, open up those shoulders. Inhale lifts you up. Exhale, you tuck and round. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale, tuck and round. Come to a neutral spine. I want you to step that right foot in between your hands into a nice runner's lunge. Hands come to both sides of your right foot. Curl your back toes, those left toes. Lift up through your back knee. Hands are still down. Your chest might be on your front thigh. Think about tucking your tailbone under, lengthening that left hip, feeling that stretch through the left hip. Maybe rise up onto spider tip fingers. You want to think about pressing that left hip toward the top of your mat. You should feel a huge stretch, a huge hip opener. And then plant that left hand, right arm twist open to the ceiling. Nice stretch through the outside of the right hip. Right hand down. Plant that left knee. Now lift your arms up overhead. Dropping the right hand by your hip. Left arm reaches over your left ear, pressing that left hip forward, you guys. You should really feel that. Now, I don't want you sinking forward here, bending deep into that right knee. I want you nice and lifted as you press that left hip forward. And then just take a few breaths. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, plant your hands to both sides of your right foot, and then take your hips back, straighten through that right leg. Nice little hamstring stretch. You can let your head hang heavy over that right thigh, or you can keep gazing out toward the top of your mat. Really just whatever feels good in your body. Like I said, no right or wrong way to do these stretches. They shouldn't look any particular way. It is whatever feels best in your body. Give me one more deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. As you walk your hands forward, bring that right knee back to behind you toward that left knee under your hip. Inhale, we look up. A few more cat-cows. Exhale, tuck and round. Two more times. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round it out. One last time. Inhale, you lift. Exhale, tuck and round. Coming back to a neutral spine, this time stepping that left foot forward. Hands frame that left foot. Take your right foot back a little, and then you lift that right knee up. Your body can be resting on that left thigh. Think press that right hip forward. Press that right hip toward the front of your mat so you really feel length and extension through that right side. You can rise up on to spider tip fingers if you want, lifting your chest off that left thigh a little bit. And then you're going to plant that right hand, left arm twist open toward the ceiling. Look up, twist it out. Feel the outside of that left glute. Come back through center, plant your hands, plant the right knee. Inhale, your arms lift up toward the ceiling. And take the left arm down, right arm reaches over your right ear as you press the right hip forward, remembering not to sink into the left knee. Stay lifted through the hips. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale your hands down as you take your hips back, straighten through that left knee, flex your left toes, hamstring stretch on the left. Give me one more deep breath in. Exhale, let it go as you walk your hands forward, stepping that left knee back, giving me just a few more cat-cows. Last 3 of the day. Inhale lifts you up. Exhale, tuck and round. 2 more. Inhale, you lift. Exhale, round it out. Last one. Inhale, you lift, look up. Exhale, tuck and round. And then come around to your seat, grabbing that band, that towel, a rope, whatever you have. You're going to lay back, hug your knees to chest. Let's start with that left leg. We're going to lift it straight up, put the band, whatever, around the ball of your foot. Right heel can be on the mat, or you can extend the right leg long, shoulders down your back. I just want you to pull that left leg towards you, keeping a gentle bend in the knee. So my leg might look totally straight, but my left knee is not locked out. You just want to feel the backside of that left leg. Again, you might feel a little buzz, a little twitch. That's okay. And then sometimes to get into that calf, I'll think about taking my toes toward my shin and my heel up toward the ceiling. And man, will you feel the backside of that left leg light up. Gently put that band, strap, whatever, in your right hand. Left arm comes down to the mat, and then just pull that left leg so that your toes are over your right shoulder. You are going to feel the outside of that left leg, that IT band, the outside of that calf, really stretch here. So both your hips, your left hip might be a little elevated, but your right hip is down. Hips are still pretty much square to the ceiling. Just taking the stretch to the outside of that leg. Oh, and then come back through center. Put the strap in your left hand, open up a few inches. If you want to take it all the way to a hover over the mat to get into that inner thigh, go for it. Again, you can push out through that heel, whatever feels good here. One more deep breath in. As you exhale, bring that leg back up, grabbing the strap with both hands. Just a few more deep breaths, pulling that left leg towards you before we switch sides. And then gently start to bend the left knee, hug the right knee and give yourself a squeeze as you switch. Band goes around the ball of the right foot. Left foot can come to the mat, or you can extend the leg long. Right leg lifts up as you just pull it gently towards your body. Closing your eyes, whatever feels good. And then placing the band, the strap, in the left hand, the opposite hand, pulling that right leg over just a few inches so that your right big toe lines up right over your left shoulder. Keeping the length through the right leg, trying not to bend it too much. Feeling that stretch move from the hamstring to the IT band and the outside of the calf and ankle. Maybe even up through the arch of the right foot. I really feel the underside of my foot here as we stretch. Bringing that right leg back through center, switching hands. Right hand takes the right leg. You can open just a few inches to get into the inner thigh if you want to let that leg go and open all the way. Whatever feels good. We have just under a minute left in this quick 15-minute stretch. Bringing that right leg back through center one last time, using both hands to pull the straps, pull the leg a little closer to your chest. And then gently bending the left knee in, bending the right knee, releasing that band. Give yourselves a hug. Maybe gently rock side to side on your sacrum, your low back. Squeezing in and then rocking up to a nice seated position. You guys, thank you for joining me. I hope those stretches felt good. Feel free to do those stretches whenever you want. You can mix and match them, whatever feels best in your body. I'll see you next time.